There's been more fighting between Kurdish Peshmerga and Iraqi government forces near a key oil pipeline in the north. The area is just south of Feshkabur, near Iraq's border with Syria and Turkey. Peshmerga commanders say that they stopped government troops advancing towards the south of the town. Let's take you live now to Dohuk. Al Jazeera's Stephanie Decker is there. Stephanie, tell us more about this fighting.
Adrian, let me just update you on some news that we've been getting in the last 20 minutes or so about another fight between the Peshmerga and Iraqi forces in the area of Mahmoud. Now, Mahmoud is southwest of Erbil. From what we understand, according to Iraqi military sources, that 3 Iraqi forces have been killed, 12 injured, and the Peshmerga have made a number of arrests. Now, one of the Peshmerga actually streamed this live on Facebook. So it gives you a sense of the tension. There's also reports that the Peshmerga have taken over the main checkpoint of Mahmoud. We're trying to confirm these details at the moment. It's just happening, but it gives you an indication of the tenseness of the ground here. And then just coming back to your question, yes, earlier today around the area of the border in the north of Iraq, which borders Syria and Turkey, which is why it's so important. And also, as you mentioned, it has that oil pipeline. Well, there was fighting in an area around 30 kilometers south of there, Mahmoudiya. Right now, it's calm. According to what we understand, there's some form of negotiations going on, but it all has to do with reclaiming or retaking, reholding territory that is disputed. But the Kurds will tell you that that checkpoint that borders those 3 countries is not disputed in their eyes. The Iraqis say they want it back. The Kurds have held it since 1991. A lot of complications, a lot of difficult questions, and all the while you hear the Americans saying that there needs to be dialogue. I think these incidents highlight the complexities of solving it, and certainly dialogue is not happening at the moment, certainly when we look at those kinds of incidents.
The Kurdish Regional Parliament is in session at the moment. What's being discussed, Steph?
They met earlier today. Parliament was convened. They were discussing particularly what has happened here over the last week, but more specifically, they were going to vote, and they did vote, on when to hold the next parliamentary elections. They were supposed to be held on November 1st. They didn't happen. That was cancelled about 2 weeks ago. There was rumblings that it wouldn't go ahead even before that because of the situation on the ground and various other factors. Well, they've now agreed to postpone it by 8 months. So we're looking at the summer of next year. But again, Adrian, people will tell you that the Kurds are in one of their weakest positions that they've been for a very long time. They seem to have lost their allies. They've lost 12,000 square kilometers of territory taken by the Iraqi army and the militias that fight alongside it. So they really do need to get their act together when it comes to Kurdish unity, to try and understand how to move forward and how to deal with the situation that they're finding themselves in at the moment.
Stephanie, many thanks. Al Jazeera's Stephanie Decker there, live in Doha.